Philadelphia Eagles.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive. First carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Here comes Pettis on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, check my 50. I got this. 50. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Kittle catching the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more there.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
49ers.
A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
50's a mark, 50's a mark. You.
Hey, gun.
Let's go, Mike.
12.
50. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Say hi.
Now Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Niners 7, Eagles nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
7 yards.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wentz now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go. 180!
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
His kick is good.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
11. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check. I got this. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, dude.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 65. Hey, gun. Hey. 4 down. I got this.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here we go.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Single 11. Single receiver.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 4 down.
To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. back to the running game with Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Eagles 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
Sherman.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
65. Hey, come on.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, Mostert. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 13-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wentz now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wentz to throw again. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second.
They'll run with Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Wentz now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Mostert. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
42-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
fillet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Yards on the board.
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Sunday. 56. Mike's 56. I got one. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, gun. 21. Here we go.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Is sacked there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Garoppolo now.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Tackles.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Three touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to pour it on. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Check 52. Check 52. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Eagles 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. D. Ford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He'll buy some time right. Gonna look deep for... Got his man. Complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because...
That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Where's 52? Black 52. 52's the mic. They're not ready for this, man. Hey, gun. Still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 5-2 is the mic.
Garoppolo complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
By the Eagles.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 40 yards. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Out to his left. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 7.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Mike, 53, Mike. I'm trying to collect.
Let's go.
Hey, 5-2 out here.
53.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Wentz.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
52's the mic. Get him.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big third down play there for the Niners. 49 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Here we go, here we go.
Now we give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
47, Eagles 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
To Alshon Jeffrey.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Eagles.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
You know they pay.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
55, Eagles 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Wentz. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
21.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20.
Oh, you got to feel
10.
it, baby.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, gun.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Darius Slay.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
52's the Mike. I'm coming after you. New Mike 52. Hey, gun.
Watch the pass.
I got you. 6. 11.
He's checking crab.
12.
Check.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
63.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe they're Davis and all our hardworking crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Max.